Hello and welcome to today's video. And today's video is for you, the viewer. Why? Because let me ask you a question. How's your life going? Right? I understand that there's, problems everywhere, right? In the US, abroad, right? You can't pay for this, you can't pay for that. I totally understand that. And I totally get it, right? We have to deal with the destruction of our country, our porous borders, and so on, right? So, but the real question is, how are you handling your daily life? Do you wake up angry? Are you a hateful person? Do you wish ill on other people? Right? Because there's a lot of those people in today's America. A lot of unhappy people that, misery loves company. You see, I get attacked because a lot of people hate me. If you're going after someone who's doing nothing to you, that really tells you a lot about why your life is the way it is. And if you want to change it, maybe you should stick around for this video. And remember, your life is the way it is because you keep putting negativity out. If you are preying on people's downfall, it's gonna come back to you. That's how the world works. And that's the purpose of this video. So we're gonna be talking about Carl Jung, all right? That's what we're gonna be talking about. So lessons been learned too late in life. And if you're a young person, listen up. And if you're an older person, it's never too late to change and learn. Most men are single, all right? Most men are looking for validation from vehicles, from jobs, from clout, all right? That's what most men are going for. That doesn't leave you anything when you're 50. It doesn't leave you anything when you die, all right? You have to get to know yourself. If you don't know yourself, you have no purpose, direction, and motivation. Do you feel isolated? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel depressed? That's because you're doing nothing like what I'm about to read. So let's get to the point, right? So Carl Jung was one of the most influential psychologists and psychoanalysts of the 20th century. So it would behoove you to read some of these man's works, okay? Don't be on TikTok. His groundbreaking theories on the human psyche, collective unconsciousness, archetypes, and psychological types have enormous impacted psychology, spiritual, and popular culture. While Jung teachings provide invaluable insights for anyone seeking great self-knowledge and meaning. This world is about spirituality, not religion, right? Religion isn't doing anything for you. You can go to church, whatever you want, but they're not teaching you how to battle the fight of yourself every day, day in and day out, while your job is telling you you're worth 15 cents because, we gave you a raise for 15 cents. How do you deal with that? How do you deal with the haters? How do you deal with the crappy women and the crappy people around you, right? That's the work I'm talking about. The day in, the day out. Do you want that life to change for you? I hope you say yes, right? Because perspectives, while Jung teaching provides invaluable insights for anyone seeking greater self-knowledge and meaning, some of his perspectives offer valuable to men looking to live more prosperous, more authentic lives. Okay? Now, you have to understand that this is going to be a long haul kind of learning about you. It's a journey that's why we're here. We're supposed to be learning about ourselves. Okay? We're supposed to be learning about the God within us. God is within you And 90% of you is God. 10% is you, the intellect, right? The spiritual. And so on. So young Jung stresses that critical importance of understanding one's shadow. You know, the sides that you don't like about yourself. Maybe you're a bit narcissistic. Maybe you're a little bit shallow. Maybe you're kind of a narcissist. That's what we're talking about. Your shadow, the shadow side, developing one's feeling capacity and pursuing individualization. The lifelong process of integrating the consciousness and subconscious self. You see how much work you're supposed to be doing on yourself? This life isn't about having the fastest car, having the biggest house. You still end up making bad choices. Look at some of the greatest men we know in today's society. They can't pick women for shit, but they have millions of dollars, but their personal life sucks. We're talking about personal life. If you fix your personal life, everything else will come easy to you. Unfortunately, many men do not apply. Many men do not deeply explore these concepts until much later in life. If even. Applying Jungian principles allows men to develop greater self-awareness, balance of the psyche, and gain a sense of purpose and fulfillment. That's what I'm talking about. Those who wait too long to implement these teachings often struggle with regret. All right, that's the haters I have around me. You see, I'm a happy person. I get a lot of slack and persecution from lowlifes here where I live, right? Because these people have regret. These people are depressed and they don't see a way out because they can't think themselves out. You know why these people are unhappy? Is because they don't have God in their life. They don't. That is why their life is full of depression and regret, and they want to make me depressed and have regret because misery loves company. That is how seriously people around here in Brownsville, Texas suck. These people are some disgusting human beings because they feel that they're disgusting human beings. That's how they feel. Because they're trying to break my spirit, my life, because they're depressed in a sense of time wasted and potential, their potential was squandered. See, these people don't have any joy. They have no love. They have no empathy because the world beat it out of them. This is why you need to apply these so you don't end up a hater at around 40. That's the point of this video. Because you don't want to be like these people around me, people around your hometown. They are everywhere. These people are fakers. These people don't know who they are. These people live a shitty life. They don't integrate their shadow. They're nobodies. And they want to turn everybody else just like them. This country is ripe for communism. And it's coming, people. Because of the people that live in this fucking country. However, it is never too late to embrace the wisdom of Jung, all right? By taking Jung's life lessons to heart, meaning this is what you got to do. If you want to change your life, it's up to you. It's nobody else's fault because somebody else is doing better than you. If you're trying to take down people, you're going to keep having a shitty life, my friend. Jung's life lessons to heart. Man can experience remarkable growth and transformation at any age, so it's never too late for you to change. Still, those who internalize these lessons earlier can utilize them during the peak development of their years. It's never too late. Like I said, the people around me are some disgusting people because their life's disgusting. They go to work, they have no spunk. They're living an inauthentic life. By understanding their shadow side, which these people don't want to do any work, honing their feelings capacity and making individualization a priority from a younger age, men can lead lives of greater meaning, sooner rather than later. That's what this means. Okay, they also get to experience balance and self-actualization. Jung provides an individual roadmap for mastering this self. That's what all this is about. And leading an enriched existence true to one's soul. So you're fulfilled. Okay? You think that quitting drugs and alcohol was hard? Deal with the unhappy people around you, the haters that want to see you fall because they suck. Imagine that. This place where I live, do not accept outsiders. These people prefer people who've been in prison much better to people that never been in prison. That is how bad the mentality is down here in Brownsville, Texas. People down here are so dark and morbid that they will go to practitioners, voodoo priests, to come get you. See, that's how crappy these people are. That's how unhappy they are. Know your shadow side, motherfuckers, but you won't do it, but maybe you will. Jung used the term shadow to describe the darker, more primitive impulses and weaknesses of one's unconscious. You know that 90% of yourself, right? The 90% that you don't use, but you're smart, right? I went to college, this and that. I drive a Tesla. That don't mean shit if you don't do any of this, man. That girl you have right now, she won't always be with you because eventually she'll know that you're a piece of crap because you didn't do any of these things in this video. The shadow contains repressed flaws. See what I'm saying? That's the problem with people down here in Brownsville, Texas. All right. They have repressed flaws, hidden desires that they don't develop. They have self-limiting beliefs, immoral urges. All right. Prostitution down here is everywhere, bro. Is everywhere. You see, these people would rather spend their money to go sleep with hoes or go drink than spend money on themselves. That's how backwards these people are. So they have irrational fears and the inferior traits we do not wish to acknowledge about ourselves. That's what's going down here. That's why these people live in the conditions they live in. These people do not love themselves, and that's where most of this has to start, is loving yourself. Okay? Most people don't. Many men deny or suppress their shadow side, like people down here, seeking to present their persona, you know, that mask. The look, I'm happy, but no, you're not. See these people? These people like to operate in the dark, right? These people like to be envious, jealous, wrathful, slothful, drunkards, useless men. They're useless because they're not willing to put the work in to help their lives. They would rather go and destroy you. All right. The facade they want the world to see. That's what's going rampant down here, bro. These people, oh my God, not all people, because there's good people and bad people. But I'm talking about the people that are constantly after me. And guess what? You're never going to win, dude, because your life the universe comes back at you. However, this leads to a lack of self-awareness like these people, a lack of imbalance, a lack of unchecked negative behaviors. See what I'm talking about? And failures to integrate their whole self. Okay? Women are just as bad. I'm not just fucking digging the men. The women are just as bad, dude. These women, these strong and independent women, dude, these women will go to voodoo priests. They'll go to cult members and put love spells on you so they can control you and laugh at you. I've experienced it myself. These people do all sorts of shit, and I'm still living, smiling, and it drives them crazy because they can't get to laugh. For example, a man may act nice, proper, think of a narcissist, and responsible in public, denying the resentment, aggression, or selfish ambition brewing underneath the surface. They're at your gym, they're at your job, they're in this city. That's who these people are, degenerates. If not brought to light because they're in the dark, like I just mentioned, the shadow may leak out in harmful ways. Jung asserts that making the shadow conscious and coming to terms with it, all right, was essential for becoming psychologically balanced. These people aren't balanced, all right? These people at the gym, at Gold's Gym, oh man, these people, I know who you are, all right? I know who you are. You guys are fucked. You guys are unbalanced, unwise, integrated human beings. You're nothing. But yet, you try to take me down. Be cautious, because life comes back around. That's which we do not bring to consciousness appears as fate. Integrating the shadow lessens its power over our thoughts and emotions and behavior. Wouldn't you like to get a respite from yourself, from your dumb self? Okay? Because that's what you are. You choose to be dumb. You choose not to educate yourself. All right? This country, the US, has to make commercials at 6th grade level. What does that say about you? I'm not saying I'm the smartest person in the world, but I'm actually doing something about it. Can you be smarter than the 5th grader? That's an actual show. That should tell you where the American society is at. You're thinking and acting like a 6 to 5-year-old. That's you. You're childish. Mark, 42, realized he had deep-seated insecurities, feeling of inadequacy and a quick temper that negatively impacted his life and relationships. Can you relate? You're probably there, right? Rather than denying these flaws, he courageously explored this shadow side through counseling, okay? Dream analysis and daily reflections. How do you do that at home? Write a journal, have a journal for your dreams. Over 2 years, Mark gradually integrated these emotions and traits, stopping his shadow from controlling his decisions and sabotaging his growth. Meanwhile, you're into sports, here comes basketball season, here comes Easter, you're celebrating all these things, but you're doing nothing for yourselves. Thought difficult, he emerged happier and more self-aware and better able to manage the dark parts of himself constructively. Wouldn't you like that? No, right? No. You would rather be a hateful person than actually working on yourself. You would rather act your shoe size at a 5th or 6th grade level. Develop your feeling side, or not. I don't care what you do. But if you want to listen and you do this, good for you. Do it. I recommend it for you, okay? Jung identifies feeling and thinking as 2 central psychological functions. I've done this work. I've done shadow work. I do this. This is what I do. That's why I'm here on YouTube doing this for people, because you're watching Mario Vega, and this show is Let's Talk About It, where we're going to talk about things like depression, anxiety, neglect, drug addiction, porn addiction, things like that, because most of us suffer with that. And I made this channel to help people who are ready to help themselves, not the haters, not the people that are wishing death on me, not the people that go to practitioners and you do hexes and shit like that. These people are losers. You see, they hate me so much, they can't take me down by just practical means. They have to use a practitioner. That's what these people are doing down here in Brownsville, Texas, dude. It's everywhere. They're in your court system, they're at your gym. This is everywhere. Stay tuned for a video on the cults who are oppressing people, all right? That's what I'm gonna talk about. And why they do it, how they do it, coming up, all right? Because these people are satanic. Develop your feelings side. Jung identifies feeling and thinking as 2 central psychological functions. Thinking involves logic, which most of you don't have. Because most of you people out there are emotional, because you're watching TV, because you're paying attention to feelings. All right? There is no patriarchy. It's the Matrix. It's matriarchal. All right, everything's been feminized. That's why men aren't men anymore. And the people that are attacking me are the people who hate men because I'm a man. I don't need to drink. I don't need to do drugs. I don't need to pursue women. I get no validation from an outside source. That's why these people hate me, because they're not men. You can take that to the bank. Thinking involves logic, rationality, and objective analysis, which most people down here don't have because you're listening to the TV. Feelings encompass values, empathy, which these people here don't have. Ethics, out the window. Vulnerability, forget it. These people, I'm too macho. But you're feminine, dude. And subjective emotions. Many men are socially conditioned, which you are, from an early age to prefer thinking over feeling. I was there. Expressing sadness, insecurities, or other emotions is often subtly or overly discouraged as being feminine or unmanly. And if you're part of the Hispanic community, forget about it, bro. These people don't talk about their problems, their issues. They don't. They would rather you use cocaine or this shitty weed they have down here, and drugs and alcohol, and forget about it, because these people don't want to deal with their problems. And then when they see someone who's happy-go-lucky, who has a decent life, who's striving to do better, it just makes them go nuts. I laugh at you fucking losers. However, let's get back to the point, because continually suppressing feelings leads to toxicity. That is what you're doing. You haters are at the gym. You're everywhere. You're toxic people, bro. That's why your life is the way it is, because you're toxic. Stunned personal growth, like I said, 6th grade level, 5th grade level, right? Strained relationships, right? You beat your wife, you beat your girlfriends, right? Because, oh, but man, you're chemically imbalanced, bro. Okay? And deteriorating mental health, you have none, right? That's why you're hateful, all right? You might find yourself in a midlife crisis because you're silly, right? Midlife is frequently when many men realize the importance of getting back in touch with expressing and integrating their full spectrum of feelings. It's too late for some people. Some people down here go to jail and are in prison by that time. And they never get to know themselves, right? I feel sorry for you guys. You know, I know my haters watch this channel because they gotta like, where's this guy? How's this guy doing? Blah, 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 blah. Let's go to the practitioner because she's still happy. Oh, he's still alive. Why is he still alive? Because I have God in my life and you don't. That's why your life is the way it is. All right. Healthy processing emotions helps relive built up pressure, gain self-insight, strengthens relationships, and live more authentically. I am hated because I dress how I want. I don't go with social norms and, oh, look at this guy, rah, rah, rah. But I'm happy and you're not. You're pretending to be something you're not. I don't have to pretend, and that's why people down here hate me. Okay, that's the way it is. I promise to the Lord Jesus Christ and God and the Holy Spirit that I ain't bullshitting you motherfuckers at all. Dude, the people down here, if you ever think of moving down to Brownsville or Harlingen, don't, all right? Because I read an article just the other day where eight cities in the US, in Texas, were the worst for a relationship or to live. Harlingen and Brownsville were 2 of them. Everything else, I don't really care because they're not down here. But anyways, Harlingen and Brownsville, don't move your family down here. If you're a white person, don't come down here. All right, these people are prejudiced against other Hispanics. All right, so you won't have a good life. You will not fit in. They will make sure that you don't fit in. They'll make sure they try to burn up all your wishes and desires because these people love misery. Misery loves company. Let's get back to this example. At age 42, Jim realized he had essentially numbed and bottled up his feelings and vulnerability since adolescence. And many people down here are doing the same thing because they don't have the courage to look at themselves. They would rather drink themselves to death. Cirrhosis of the liver and diabetes is huge through the Hispanic community because they would rather drink. With effort and courage, Jim slowly learned to acknowledge his emotions, talk about them constructively, and balance his thinking side with greater emotion sensitivity and literacy. This helped Jim become more self-aware, less reactive. See, people down here are so reactive, right? They act like they're so cool, calm, and collective, but they're ticking time bombs. More empathetic and feel less depressed and isolated overall, just because he started looking into himself. That's the point. He came to view getting in touch with his feelings as a great source of strength rather than weakness. See? Pursue individualization. According to Jung, individuation refers to the lifelong process. It's a process. It's a journey. Start today. Right? Life process of integrating the conscious and unconscious minds to become one's most complete self. That's what we're trying to do. All right? Is get to know you. Who cares about your job? Who cares about doing all these things? It's you. Yes, you have to go to work. Yes, you have to live in a house or an apartment, whatever. But the point is, you're doing nothing when you get home. You turn on the TV, you watch your favorite show, and you never get to know you. The world will control you when you don't know yourself. Through committed individuation, we combine disconnected elements of our psyche and unfold our unique potential. Jung, men often focus heavily on ego-driven goals like status, wealth, and achievements to the detriment of their individuation process. See? These people down here, oh, you don't have a fast car. I don't need a fast car to tell me who I am. Oh, well, you don't have your own home. I don't need a home to validate my existence. Oh, well, you're not wearing the latest, biggest watch. I really don't give a shit about a watch. You see, what people do is they put on all these things, these clothes, these watches, these earrings, the cars and women to present the world like, this is who I am. That is not who you are, Bill. That's your problem. You add all these things out here that matter not to you, and you think you have value, but you really don't. Because inside you're a ticking time bomb to your own life. However, in midlife, Jung stresses necessary shift focus to individuation. That's what you should be doing. Individuation involves meditation, immersion in nature, okay? Go out to your local cemetery, do some meditation, all right? The purpose of meditation is to stop your thoughts, stop thinking, and you let your subconscious mind come out. The Christ consciousness, it's within you. All you have to do is shut your mind off. That's it. That's what he's talking about. Dream analysis, journal, like I said, and strategic self-reflection to foster self-knowledge and growth. But you're not going to do this, right? Because this is all hocus pocus. You ain't the dopest, right? But this process requires courage, which most of you don't have. Because most of you have to go in packs. Most of you have to gang up on people, right? Because you guys don't have any courage by yourselves. Trust me, I see it down here all the time. Okay? Sustained effort, courage, sustained effort, and the willingness to confront one's weaknesses for integration. People don't want to look at their weaknesses. You know, I learned a couple lessons this past year, you know, and I took it, I learned from it, and I'm here. Life is supposed to be about going through life, taking some punches, and getting back up. That's what we're supposed to be doing, but people don't. They choose not to ever feel pain again. Well, that's the difference between me and you. I'm willing to feel pain and learn from it. Well, guess what? I won't do that again. That's what I'm talking about. For instance, at age 35, Matt made individuation his top priority after years of chasing external validation, like women. Through his career and wealth accumulation, you can't take the money with you. He committed to practicing like journaling, dream introspection, regular therapy, and daily self-reflection. Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius, look that up. Over the next few decades, Matt gained remarkable self-awareness and actualized his unique talents to lead a deeply fulfilling life true to his values. What are your values? Do you even know what values are? Probably not, right? Passions. What's your passions? Not smoking, okay? Not smoking, drinking, and hoes at the end of all this. At the end of every weekend, right? I see it here all the time where I live, bro. You know, guys bringing some women around. There's 8 guys and 2 women, right? They're consenting adults. But my point is, all these people who are using drugs and women, and they're using men, they don't know who they are. They will keep doing this, and then they're old, pass up, used up, all right? And that's just what's going to happen. Conclusion, that's what we're talking about here. Carl Jung, conclusion, because you got to get going, because you got to go, you know, drink some beer and not even think about this video because you think this is BS. Carl Jung, look him up, all right? Anyways, conclusion. Carl Jung was a modern era most perspective psychologist and thinker. Concepts like shadow, feelings, and individuation provides invaluable guidance for these seeking deeper self-knowledge, inner peace, and being their best selves. That's why you should subscribe to this channel, because I have a whole bunch of new material coming up. I've been doing this for over a year, and I enjoy this because I want to help you, the person, become a better person, because I do these things and it's helped me immensely, and it also draws a lot of haters. So you're going to have to be courageous, and you're going to have to dig deep to deal with the hate. All right. Unfortunately, many men delay implementing Jung's teachings until they are much older, 65, but when life's passed them by and they can't use it to get that girl they want, to get the car they want. All right, that they're going to, just because you have a girlfriend and a car doesn't mean you'll appreciate it. Often missing years of potential growth and fulfillment. That's what you might do. However, applying his wisdom and experience of self-evaluation at any age is never too late. Okay, to my haters, it's never too late to stop hating, because hate is gonna hate. All right, integrating Jungian principles into one's life can lead to incredible self-expansion, purpose, and joy. All right, this doesn't require women, alcohol, or buying ridiculous homes to feel this. However, those who internalize these lessons earlier on can utilize them during their peak development years, when change and maturity becomes easier. All right, so this is the end of the video, and I hope that you implement some of these in your life. Like I said, subscribe, because you will see a lot of content just like this, and I'll give you an update on how my haters continue to hate me, and I will see you in a later video.